Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm really excited to have you here. If you could do me a favor, hit the thumbs up if you want to show your appreciation. I would appreciate that. So, you guys, you're through your birthday season. The sun has moved into Scorpio. You still have Mercury working its way through your sign, and Mars will be exiting your sign this week. And so Mars is running on ahead to help you figure out what is of value to you, and using Mercury to figure out how to get there. So you have some really excellent energy to be working with here. Okay, so I guess we're going to talk a little bit more about that. I was weird because I haven't talked about that yet. All right, so Mars. So Scorpio sign. Scorpio sign for you is your second house. Your second house of what you value is your self-worth, your self-esteem. It is finances, and sometimes it's all tied up together, right? Because when we feel good about ourselves, we actually manifest more financial resources. It sometimes it works the other way, like if we get a job and we start making money, and even though we were the geek in school or whatever, and then we get the great job, then we start feeling better about ourselves, and then we actually start looking better, and so that can happen too. But generally, the way it works is your level of your self-esteem has a lot to do with your ability to manifest financially, and so there's a connection there that's happening here. So you have here the lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. Don't doubt your worth. You are magnificent. You are source light. That's the lighthouse. You shine the inner light out, and you will attract to you what it is that you need. This has come up more than once. Today, it is not necessarily this way, but you have the library. Take control of your own narrative. When you cut those strings, and those strings are the stories that you have been told. I know why this is coming up. Okay, those are the stories that you have been told as a child, that you're still carrying. You're still letting things trigger you. And this week, there's a lot of energy around being triggered, and then us deciding that, hey, I don't need to do that. I can write my own story. So take control of your own narrative. The library, I think that what you do is you burn all the old books and you start a new one. You write your own new story for yourself. And then you have gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. You don't need anyone to fix you. So back in the day, porcelain cups, when they get broken or cracked or whatever, they would pour liquid gold in, and then the gold hardens, and then that would be how they would repair the cup. And if you think of your heart that way, that the liquid gold that is coming in to repair all the damages, the scarring, the cracks, the whatever, that liquid gold is really source love coming in and making your heart stronger and better. Now you literally have a heart of gold, right? So, you know, what you think about the stories you tell yourself, or you know that you allow others to tell you. You create the stories that you tell yourself. That's your paradigm, and it is time to create a shift in that and to release and let some of that go. So this is for October 25th through the 31st. We start out with the moon in Gemini. The moon in Gemini is going to trine with Jupiter in Aquarius. It's also going to trine with Mars still in your sign for a few more days. And so this is a great flow of energy around that storytelling that we tell ourselves to be able to expand and to decide who you want to be and how do you want to project yourself out into the world. The moon at the end of the day, though, at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. is going to move into Cancer. And so it spends Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday there. It is, when the moon is in Cancer, that is the house of mother and self-nurturing. And so it squares with your sun, with Libra. But it's going to be squaring off with Chiron. And Chiron's over in Aries. And Chiron is the deep wounds that we have from our childhood. And so they'll be coming up, but the moon is going to be in trine with Pallas Athena up in Pisces. And so this is the wisdom of the knowledge that we've gained, that we can cut the cords. We don't need to be anybody's puppet. We write our own story. And so this is energy that's really going to be coming up the first part of the week for you. The energy is really going to be hard to be focused and get a lot of stuff done. It's going to be dreamy and emotional and easily triggered. And so if you know that and you can adjust your schedule for it, that would be great. So here's the thing. When you ask for help from Spirit, they can bring it to you. You have to ask for help. So please open up, in the morning and say, I am open to all the guidance and the help from all that is good. And then for the highest good of all, I am open to that energy and I'm looking for it. I'm paying attention because you have help appears in various ways. And so I feel like you have a lot of help coming in, but you're going to have to look for it. There is so much support for you. And sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look for the support systems that you already have. So ask for the help you need from Spirit, and then be open to looking for it. I just know she's hanging a sign there that says, I am always enough. I am always enough. And then you have the distinctive potential because you're always enough. Well, you have the potential to do everything that you need to do. It says rely on your faith and knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. So don't let somebody else tell you that you can't do. You can't. Nobody gets to tell you what you can and cannot do. That's your job. Do it for yourself. And then tell yourself, I am magnificent and I can manifest anything. And I am the creator of my own universe and my universe is fabulous. These are conversations that you have with yourself every day. And you believe them. What you hear over and over, you're going to have to listen to yourself and say them out loud because your whole body is responding to the words that you are speaking. So when you are putting yourself down, it's responding to that and it's making itself small. But when you speak to it and you tell how wonderful it is, then it hears it and is like, oh, hey, I really am awesome. And it starts becoming awesome. It starts manifesting awesome things. You start becoming more aware of the things around you. It really comes down to how you are communicating to yourself out loud. So please be kind to yourself. So this is Scorpio season, and during Scorpio season we do the deep dive. We do the deep dive to heal, to pour this liquid gold into our heart and to heal all of those cracks and crevices that really need to make us be stronger. And so be willing to do that over the next 4 weeks. It's going to be important and it's going to be necessary and it's going to be so beneficial for you. I expect that most of the readings are going to say that for all the signs. It's just the time of year that it is. And so with this moon moving into Leo at 5:07 a.m. on Thursday, there is the moon in Leo that wants to take action on these changes that you want to make. It feels inspired, right? And then it's opposing structures. Saturn wants structure up in Aquarius. It wants to do out of the box thinking. And so there's this, how do we make this change that is so good for ourselves? And it's a T-square. So the outlet point is going to be the Sun in Scorpio. Again, the deep dive into your second house of what is valuable to you, your self-worth and your self-esteem. So you have here a time to walk alone and you have grace. And so have grace for yourself. Have grace for this time. Allow things to fall away that need to fall away because they're not true. These things are not true. You decide what is your truth. And so removing yourself from the outside noise, focusing in on your sense of self and loving yourself and providing the grace and the opportunity for yourself to do the healing work. That's how you move things forward. That's how you get there. So Thursday, people are going to be really stubborn with all that fixed signed energy going on. So this is internal work week. And then Friday is an opportunity maybe to have a few conversations. But if well, you're probably better at this than most. It needs to be a win-win conversation, but a win-win means you're not give, right? It's in balance. So something to keep in mind. And then Saturday morning is still in the energy of Leo, and it has some energy to really be able to concentrate hard and do some productivity on some idea that you have. We're going to plant the seed of intention with the new moon next Thursday, but not this week. And so now we do the groundwork. We think about what actions we're taking, what are we releasing, and then where do we want to go next, right? And we just need the next couple of steps. And so you're really being asked to pay attention to what have you learned that you can release and let go of. It's really important that you cut some of those marionette strings off of you. So you have coming up here for the moon moving into Virgo, which it happens at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. And then just before that, Mars moved into Scorpio at 10:21 a.m. We have this energy of get ready. Things are speeding up. You have the antelope. Life is speeding up. Life is speeding up. In general, that would be very true. We have a lot of things happening that are going to make things move faster. The energy is literally spinning faster. This is energy of getting things organized, right? When it's in Libra, when it's in Virgo. I think though, it's when the moon makes its way back to your sign on Monday or Tuesday next week, they're going to be like, okay, I got some stuff going on here. So the elephant spirit says learn from the past. So learning from the past means you recognize that things are changing and when they are, and what was the lesson learned. And so part of this having grace is like having grace for other people that have been in your life that did their best, but their best maybe it wasn't what you really was hoping it would be, what you would wish it wasn't, but have grace for them that they didn't know any better. And so when you forgive them and you forgive yourself and you allow the forgiveness to flow, the healing happens, and that is that gold being poured into the vessel that is you, that is your heart. So, all right, you guys, this is an interesting week. It's a very much of a real shift of energy when we got from Libra into Scorpio. We're all going to dive deep. Your monthly reading for November is coming out on Wednesday. So look for that. It's coming out on Wednesday, so in just 2 days. And of course, I'm here every week to do the weeklies, and I will see you guys maybe over at Moonlit Waters on Facebook. Come and stop by and say hi. I do daily readings. They are a little bit different than these, but it's about the energy of the day and how to win the day. All right, you guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.